Hi, and welcome to the Trucking Scribe. It's Esther. Today we're talking about Matthew 2 and the birth of Jesus. It's Jesus in July this month, so we're celebrating Jesus. You can join this collaboration. It's an open collaboration. All you need to do is post something with the hashtag Jesusinjuly24, and it needs to do something with Christmas or the birth of Jesus. So I'm looking. I haven't seen a whole lot. I know it's first year, but we're working on it. Today we're gonna we're gonna put the grommets in this and the tabs on. It's been a long day, so I didn't do a very long video, but I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Today we're on day 8 of our Jesus in July collaboration. This is an open collaboration, so anybody can join. You just need to put hashtag Jesusinjuly24. So today we're going to talk about King Herod's reaction, Matthew 2. So Matthew 2 reads, Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea during the reign of King Herod. About that time, some wise men from eastern lands arrived in Jerusalem asking, "Where is the newborn King of the Jews? We saw his star as it rose and we came to worship him." King Herod was deeply disturbed when he heard this, as was everyone in Jerusalem. He called a meeting of leading priests and teachers of religious law and asked, "Where is the Messiah supposed to be born?" "In Bethlehem in Judea," they said, "for this is what the prophet wrote. And you, O Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not least among the ruling cities of Judah, for a ruler will come from you, who will be the shepherd for my people Israel." Then Herod called for a private meeting with the wise men, and he learned from them the time when the star first appeared. Then he told them, "Go to Bethlehem and search carefully for the child, and when you find him, come back and tell me so I can go and worship him too." After this interview, the wise men went their way, and the star had been seen in the east guided them to Bethlehem. It went ahead of them and stopped over the place where the child was, and when they saw the star, they were filled with joy. They entered the house and saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasure chest and gave him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. When it was time to leave, they returned to their own country by another route, for God had warned them in a dream not to return to Herod. So after the wise men were gone, an angel appeared to Joseph in a dream. "Get up, flee to Egypt with the child and his mother," the angel said. "Stay there until I tell you to return, because Herod is going to search for the child to kill him." That night Joseph left for Egypt with the child and Mary his mother, and they stayed there until Herod's death. This fulfilled what the Lord had spoken through the prophet, "I called my son out of Egypt." Herod was furious when he realized that the wise men had outwitted him, and he sent soldiers to kill all the boys in and around Bethlehem who were 2 years old and under, based on the wise men's report of the star's first appearance. Herod's brutal action fulfilled what God had spoken through the prophet Jeremiah. A cry was heard in Ramah, weeping and mourning. Rachel weeps for her children, refusing to be comforted, for they are dead. When Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt. "Get up," the angel said. "Take the child and his mother back to the land of Israel, because those who are trying to kill the child are dead." So Joseph got up and returned to the land of Israel with Jesus and his mother. But when he learned that the new ruler of Judah was Herod's son Archelaus, he was afraid to go there. Then, after being warned in a dream, he left for the region of Galilee. So the family went and lived in a town called Nazareth. This fulfilled what the prophets had said: "He will be called a Nazarene." So Monday we talked about the wise men and how they brought gifts to Jesus. Today, those same wise men are in the story of Herod. So one of the most dramatic segments of the Christmas story revolves around King Herod's reaction to the birth of Jesus. This part of the narrative, often overshadowed by the more joyous events is significant in the biblical account of Jesus' birth. King Herod, also known as Herod the Great, was a Roman appointed king of Judah, known for his architectural accomplishments and cruelty. Herod was a man of great power and paranoia. His reign was marked by suspicion and fear, as he constantly feared the loss of his throne. When the wise men from the east arrived in Jerusalem, seeking the newborn king of the Jews, Herod was taken aback. The Magi's news troubled him deeply, as he saw this new king as a direct threat to his rule. Worried about his power and position, Herod hatched a plot to find and eliminate this potential rival. Herod pretended to share the wise men's desire to worship the new king. He asked them to report back to him once they found the baby Jesus under the guise of wanting to pay his respects. However, his intentions were far from noble. In truth, he planned to kill Jesus to eliminate any threat to his throne. Matthew 2:16 through 18. When Herod realized that the wise men had outwitted him and had not returned to reveal the location of Jesus, he was furious. His reaction was violent and brutal. He ordered the massacre of all the boys in Bethlehem and in its vicinity who were 2 years old and under by the time he had learned from the wise men. This event, known as the Massacre of the Innocents, is a chilling reminder of the lengths Herod went to secure his past power. Matthew 2:13 through 15. Fortunately, Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus escaped to Egypt, guided by a divine warning and a dream, and were safe from Herod's cruel decree. They returned to Nazareth only after Herod's death. King Herod's reaction to the birth of Jesus adds a dark but significant twist to the Christmas narrative. It serves as a stark contrast to the joyous news of Jesus' birth, a grim reminder of the political climate of the time. However, it also underscores the miraculous preservation of Jesus' life and the fulfillment of God's plans. As we reflect on the Christmas story, let's remember all its aspects, including King Herod's reaction and the lessons it teaches us about power, fear, and God's divine protection. This last sentence, the whole last paragraph, is just really making me see that in our day and time, the context of our political climate is crazy right now. So we just need to remember these lessons, that God's divine protection over us is going to take care of us. So there's no need to worry, because He is going to take care of us one way or the other. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of Bible study. I am going to show you how I made this tomorrow. So today I'm working on filling up these journals with all of this fun stuff. So I think that is all. No, there's one more. I have pockets that need to go in here. We're just going to work on this and just do something short and simple today, because I have been running around like crazy. I think we'll start with one journal. Move that. So these I cut. I think I have enough exactly to go in here. I do need to put actually there's one in here. So, we could start with that. So right now, I've got 5 there. Oh, wait a minute. Now I got 5, so I need 5 and 5. What I'm going to do is, I do have one of these for the very front. I just haven't put the folder in yet. Since I have 2 of the white ones and then 3 of these craft ones, I'm going to do the 3 outside in the craft, just to give it a pattern. So this one I know I want at the very top, because when we measured these, we could go down all the way down with 5, so we actually have 5 cards. I may have to use fabric tack because of that. So I got one, then I'm going to take another one. Like I said, they do need distressing, but it's okay. So I'm going to take this one, and it's going to go on the other end. And that'll be our 2 end ones. Okay. I'm going to put this down for a minute. That one maybe I don't get that dripping out. Okay, so on this one now I have to figure out where this small one's going to go. So I got one there. And then the next one will go right there. So we're going to put it right there. Now these are supposed to go down here, but look, I may be wrong. Did I measure the wrong ones? Or was it end to end? Yeah. It was this edge to this edge, so that helps to know that. So I'm hoping to have these done soon. I don't know. It's been crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put this right there. See how it's going? I'm trying to line this up right there, those 2 edges. And then when we get done, we'll be down here at the bottom. So this one's going to be the same way. But with this particular journal, because I did that, let's see, this one goes here. And this one's going to go here. Wait a minute. I already did it. No, that's right. So this one goes here. That one goes there. This one back here. And then here's the small one. Where's that other one? Okay. Yeah. So this one will be the one that goes right here. Need a brown one. And I'm going to use this as a template again, just to kind of get it within that area right here and right there. Okay. And this one, oh no, I'm getting everybody confused. I'm getting me confused. So there we go. So this one here, I'll figure out which direction I need it to go in, and then we'll know where it goes. Okay. Went this way, so we'll put the tab here. And we're going to do one of these to have the different colors. And then we're going to do the other ones. And I'm going to try and keep these together. That way I have them for each book. So again, I'm going to take this and try and line this up best I can. Just to go over just a little bit. So see right there and right here. So now, when they go in there, they will sit like this. I think I want this one down just a little bit more. It just looks like it's... So you can look at them like this and see if that's where you want them. But once you put them in the book, you will never know the difference. Okay, so this one goes with this book. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to put a grommet hole in it so I can put a grommet and hang dangles from here. And usually I do two. Just depends. And you don't have to put grommets in it. You don't have to put dangles on it. That's what I like doing, so that's what I do. So no, I'm not going to get the dangles today. What my plans are, and these are crooked. Oh well, I guess that's why they're all crooked anyway, huh? So next month I'm going to be working on more on ephemera to try and get all these done. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do the sunflower journal like this or if I'm just going to use the one I've got. But I probably will do one like that just because those are my favorite. I'm not going to show it on camera this time around because I have several. But so what I did, I don't know if I told you, I had some Amazon packaging that I just sewed around. I didn't even iron. I didn't even glue it on the back. I just took it over to my sewing machine and sewed and held it in place. So make sure when you're doing your grommets that you're getting the right side, because you got a big hole and a little hole. And the grommets do come in different sizes. These are going in pretty decent. So some of the others that I have to get something to make the holes a little bit bigger. And what you can do, and I haven't done, usually I do, is you've got a little black thing right here that you can move to measure your grommets. So now they'll at least be the same distance from, I think that's a little bit. So I have a little piece of tape there that I usually use to measure. And since this is a rustic journal, I'm not stressing too much if I've got these crooked. Which even if it wasn't a rustic one, I've gotten to where I try not to stress too much because it's not good to stress about it. So let's see if I can get in this one this time. That's a little better. So for the dangles that hang off, I put these in, then I hang dangles off of the lace. sometimes, depending on the flips and stuff, what I've got in the journal, I'll put grommets on those and hang them from there. So like this one here, you're going to want something short to go on there. Let's see. Yep. So we'll put this one here. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet for that, if I'm going to put another envelope or what I'm going to do. So this one goes in here. We'll put that one in here. And then the last one goes right here. So I do need to take all these and ink them. If I'm going to ink them, I'm going to have to, because I like that. So now you can't really see it, but they're there. And when you hang stuff, they'll be hanging like from here, and they'll graduate all the way down. So that's one of them. I guess we'll move them to the back. I do want a good pocket. Now these are all Jesusinjuly pockets. So I'm not sure how many I got, but I'm going to split them up between each journal. This is sticker paper from my, what you call it? I want to do some paper clips with those. So I have envelopes, and then I've got to do one pocket in each. So let's start here. When I was trimming this, I didn't clip these because I could do it all at one time, but this doesn't seem to like my paper. So these don't have gussets on them, but they can still be used. I prefer them when they have this extra little bit right there. But I try and give options. The Beauty of God Bible study next month is going to be on Psalms and Genesis. So Wednesday will be Genesis, because we're going to talk about where all this stuff that we're going to talk about, that's the beauty of God. We're going to talk about where it started and how God created the earth and all in just a few days. And we're going to talk about the fact that there are 2 Genesis stories. So I only have chapter 1 written down and printed, but there is a chapter 2 is the same story, just written in a different way. Now I didn't notice that till I went to school, and they were like, yeah, it's the same story, but the first one is a priestly story, and the second one's more of a community story. So the priestly story is short and sweet, because the priests already know all this, whereas the second one does more of a narrative to help the community to remember the story. So I already have a pocket here. I do have a little bit of stuff in it, but so I want to put something like that in that one. Maybe if I got a smaller one. It's too long. That one's probably the same size. No, it's not. So I can put that in there. Now, what I could do, and I'm not going to this time, is what I'm thinking about doing in the future is taking all these pockets and having them ready and putting them in a bag and sending them with the journal, and let whoever gets the journal decide where all this is going. And I'm going to tell you, look at these pretty pages, and we may wind up doing that. That's the problem, is I just can't figure out where I want to put them because the pages are so nice. So this one we're going to cover up for sure. I'm going to do probably a flip on that, but let's keep going. So I got a pocket here. I can put this in there. Now these are not cut in tag shape. I do have some tags somewhere though. They're more like journaling cards. I did the same thing. I just sewed around it and put stuff on the back of it. And now I didn't measure these before I started. I should have. So this one will go in here. I was thinking about that one for a belly band. I'm going to find out where the rest of my stuff is. So this is an option too, is putting the pockets on this. I think I'm going to put that one right there, or do I want to put it on another page, like right here? So you have a little writing space, but so I'm just putting glue around these edges right here. So on these pages, these are good pages right here to do flips on, which we'll do probably, I may have one Monday or Saturday. We're going to do some flips. I don't want to use all of this in this one journal. So let's see. I could put, no, so do y'all have this problem? You just don't know where to put pockets and stuff? Let me see, I put that one up there because I couldn't figure out. I could put this one in the front or the back. I'll put it in the back. Yeah, I think that will work for that one. So now I can print more pockets off of these, the same ones. So I didn't print doubles off. This would have been for just like one journal. Since I have two, I'm just kind of splitting them up because I have other pockets that I put in here. And I want to put some more flips and stuff also. Let's just stick that in there. And then I got one more to put somewhere. So you got all this writing paper that you could put it on. That one's a little bit long, so I don't want to stick it there. Could put it up there and have like a taller pocket like we did in the front. So you could put little journaling cards, you could put little tags with some ribbon sticking out the top of your journal. It's probably what I'm going to do with this one. Because I have some tags. I'm just put some ribbon on it. Okay. This one might fit there good. So grab the other one. So we have the same pockets over here. I'm just gonna, if your paper cutter is not wanting to act right, like mine, if you do two at a time, it helps. So I don't know if y'all have noticed my nails. They remind me of mermaid, but they are color changing, and I love the color changing, but I'm not sure about that clear part of it. I do like it when the tips are colored like that, but when they all are clear, I'm not too much on that right now. But like I told the lady at the nail shop, I usually unless I really just don't like it. And I did like this when I put it on. I usually keep it for at least the 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever long I take to go and get it done, because it's just not worth my time to go sit back there and do nails. I hate getting my nails done. It's like work to me. But if I don't, I will sit here and bite them. I won't have any nails. I already get my fingers, see. I shouldn't be pointing these things out. So this one's going to be a little short pocket too. I'm working on some more digitals. I've got some with music and butterflies and birds on it. So I'm hoping to have that up soon. I was working on it today. I think I'm getting close to being done. I need to print it and see how it prints out. But I'll put a picture up right in here somewhere of maybe 1 or 2 pictures of the preview of it and see what you think. So this one's short. I could put it right there. I do like that with that one. So you could put like a little notebook or a little something short in here, some papers, stickers. So this one goes over here. I don't know why it's over here, probably because I was trying to fill pockets to show you guys. We got these two. I'm going to put this one on this page. Now I am trying to give this a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, a little bit of a pocket. You know, Miss E over there at scrapbooking with me, she says to kind of smush it in and get a little bit when you don't have the gussets. And here's this one. I still have the other one. I just hadn't glued it in. So it is over there. You didn't see it this time around because I didn't have it in yet. That is pretty. See, I'm glad I was looking because I would have forgot this. Yeah. I'm gonna put this one right here. Yeah. I was thinking about using some of the master board as pockets, but I think they're gonna wind up being journaling cards and stuff, or maybe tags. So I have this, so definitely this needs inking. So that red is from the back of the scrapbook paper, but I thought I wasn't going to worry with it because it would go in the background pretty good. So what I'm going to do with this is make a belly band. And I do need to ink it before I put that on there. And I'm going to sew around it. So I'm going to put this in here as a belly band. I have another one for the other journal we'll put in there. And I think for today we may call that it. Let's see where we want to put this one. See, everything is just so pretty. So what we could do, we could put it like to the side and you'd still be able to see that. We could put it on the regular pages, the writing pages, but so we could do that too. I like the lambs better. Or we could put it right there as a text spot. I think we'll go with the lambs. because I don't want to cover up baby Jesus. He got to be out where you can see him this way. So we'll still be able to see this. And have a little bit of a belly band there. So I think we're done for today. Like I said, it's been a long day, and I want to try and get this up some on my schedule, because I know y'all are okay if I don't get it up, but there's something about schedules for me that helps keep my sanity. And I do have the other video I have this video, but I was saving that for tomorrow. This is a lot more fun like this. It feels right. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the Bible study. We will do something with these flags the next time, because I have an idea for them. We will work on those, and we'll do some bangles and charms to go there. It'd be great if you hit that subscribe button, the like button, and leave me a comment. I love getting comments, and I try to go and answer them within a day or so, usually a day, but sometimes I get behind. But thank you so much, and have a great night.